Okay people, this is himself. Welcome to my speed guide for Armor King. The idea behind this is simple. I show you all the basics and essentials that you need to play Armor King effectively. The topics that I'll be covering are punishers, throws, wall game, pokes, useful moves, rage, playstyle and combos. Each one of these will have a timestamp so you can check them out in the description. With that out of the way, let's get on with this. Punishers. At 10 frames we have 2-1, at 12 frames we have back plus 1-2, and at 14 frames we have DB2-4. This is less damage than the 12 framer, but it has more range. At 15 frames we then have up forward 4. For while standing punishment, at 10 frames we have full crouch 1, at 11 frames we have while standing 4, at 15 frames we have up forward 4 again, and at 16 frames we have while standing 1. We also have full crouch DF2. This is 24 frames, so it won't punish all big lows, but it does give a very good combo. For whiff punishment, at 13 frames we have shoulder, at 15 frames we have F+2-1, and at 16 frames we have back plus 3. If this doesn't hit shallow, a dashing shoulder is guaranteed. But the best option is CD2, aka Dark Upper. In theory, this can come out in 14 frames, but in reality it's more like 17. Nevertheless, it's his most important move and it pretty much defines his playstyle. Throws. Armor King has forward half circle forward 1, aka Giant Swing. This is the best throw in the game. It's a 1 break, but it looks like a 1+2 and it comes out in 10 frames. Now if they don't tech it, it does 65 damage, but even if they do, it still does 45, which is like most command throws. With your back to the wall, it's a win-win situation. If they break it, then you switch positions. If they don't, then you get extra damage and they can't tech roll it. To mix it up, we have genuine 1+2 throws. One of them is DDT. This is 45 damage, but get up 3 is guaranteed, so it's actually 53. Another one is Shining Wizard. You want to do this from as short range as possible, that way it's harder to see coming. On hit, you have two options, either stand up or roll forward. If you roll forward, then you can go for a low 3, mid 1+2 or a command throw. Now the mid actually puts you at plus frames, so you have the advantage. To disguise the throw, you will need to do a dashing giant swing. Beyond those, Armor King does have other throws, but they are not essential. Wall game. All of Armor King's whiff punishers will wall splat. You also have DB2-4. The problem with this and F2-1 is that the string doesn't jail, so the second it can be ducked. You also have FF2 and FF4. The former is safe and the latter is a wall bounce. It's also -14 on block, but it does have some pushback. Two other moves we have are F4 and DB1+2. The former is plus frames on block and hits grounded. It also guarantees another F4 or a ground throw attempt on count hit. The latter is also plus frames on block but guarantees stomps or a ground throw attempt on hit. For wall combos, we have two routes. The first is Blackjack. This pins him to the floor and it gives you OK. The best follow up is full crouch 4. This is everything apart from staying down. To cover that, use full crouch DF4. This is side rolls and wake up kicks, but recovery kick can beat it and back rollers can block. The second route is jab into ground throw. The one throw will give you the seesaw, the two throw gives you the pull up. On the majority of the cast, this creates a wall bump and back plus 1-2 is then guaranteed. For wall bounce, proceed your combos with up 4-3. Pokes. Our main tools are 2-1, 1-2-1, DF1, D3 and D4. 2-1 is a punisher, but it's high mid and -1 on block, so it's pretty much low risk. 1-2-1 is good because of the last hit. It's mid, safe and delayable. If it's on count hit, Armor King is at plus 31 guard frames. That makes DB1+2 uninterruptible, and you can also go for a throw. DF1 is like most DF1s. It's 13 frames, hits mid and is -1 on block. On hit it's plus 7, but the hitbox can be a bit iffy. D3 is a good low. It's got short range, but it's -12 on block and +1 on hit. The crunching sound though will make some people think that it's a bit more. It's also +9 guard frames on counter hit. D4 is also a good low. It's got good range, high crushes from the 4th frame, and is only -13 on block. Now that might sound a bit risky, but at tip range it can be difficult to punish. Useful moves. CD1. This is like his electric. On deep hit it guarantees an F4 or a ground throw attempt. On shallow hit though, you can pick up with Ali Kick 1, that then allows you to do 63 damage. The move is also useful at the wall. On block you're at +6, so F3-4 is a frame trap. If the first hit sparks, then it means it's a count hit, so you can finish the string and get a splat. FF3, this is a plus frame tracking launcher. On block it's +2, but on hit you can pick up with Ali Kick 1. You can also hit down to go into shadow stance. Back +4, 1+2. This is an anti-duck tool. The second hit is a just frame. The way to do it is back +4, tilde2, hold it, tilde1. Think of it as one string rather than 2 moves. Now if you've done it right, you'll get the stunner. Follow that up with the DB2. This is the majority of options apart from staying down. Back +1. This is an anti-pressure tool. On count hit you get a stun, that then leads to a combo. Back 1+4. This is another anti-pressure tool and it's highly evasive. Armor King moves backwards and sideways. He also lifts up his foot, so sometimes you can crush lows as well. On hit you get a shoulder, but on block it's -13. Back 2-1-2. This is for people who disrespect plus frames. It's a 15 frame count hit launcher. The last hit is safe, but it can be ducked. You also can't hit confirm it. Rage. Armor King has 1 rage drive and 1 rage art. The rage drive is CD1+2 hold. This is an unblockable high and it guarantees a throw. The best throw is Tombstone. What you do is quarter circle forward back, hold forward and then hit 2+4. You need to hold the forward to make up the range. Now if you don't want to mess things up, go for Shining Wizard. It's easier and it still does 45 damage. The rage drive is guaranteed in 2 situations. The first is after a wall bump. The opponents cannot duck for at least 20 frames, so the miss becomes unavoidable. But the window of opportunity is very tight and good plays will just duck, so personally I wouldn't go for it. The second situation is 1-2 count hits 1. This puts us at +31 guard frames. Again, they can't duck for at least 20 frames, but unlike the wall bump, this one's a bit easier. Armor King's rage art is pretty much generic. The only thing that's special is that it low crushes at certain frames. Playstyle. Armor King's plan is to create whiffs and punish them. The tools to do that are shoulder, F+2-1 and back +3. The one move that outclasses all of them though is Dark Upper. This is a fast, ranged launcher and it crushes highs. If you land it, you can do over 70 damage and get wall carry. The downside is it's high and it's -10 on block. But the block animation is very short, so if someone isn't sharp, you can get away with it. What all that means is that Armor King's ideal range is just outside CD2. You want a backdash or sidestep to make them whiff and then punish them. When someone starts turtling, that's when you have problems. What you do is you use Shining Wizard and Dashing Giant Swing. Both of these look like a 1+2 break, but Giant Swing is a 1, so it's a true 50-50. If someone starts breaking throws, then you have to use lows. D3 and D4 are low reward, but FF Neutral 2 is a bit better. It crushes highs, is +7 on hit and a launcher on count hit. Another useful move is FF3. This is a plus frame tracking launcher. It applies some pressure and it catches sidesteppers. For mids, go for running 3 or FF2. Both are safe but also linear. What you can also do is use throws defensively. When someone is -6 to -9, they can't be punished, but at the same time they will be reluctant to sidestep, so this is the perfect time to throw. Combos. Armor King does high damage and has good wall carry. What I'm going to show you is a selection of combos that should cover almost every launcher. They are not optimal, but they are stable, and I will include the notation in the description. I'm also going to go over a special ender, so stay tuned for that. So the special ender is Moonsault. What you do is make a short dash and then hit 1+4. Now if they stay down, then you do similar damage to the Shining Wizard, but if they get up, then Moonsault puts you at +20, and that means get up 3 is guaranteed, which means in total you do more damage. The only way to escape this is Chinese get up. That is Armor King in a nutshell. What I plan to do is an extension to this guide that will include all the advanced tactics that Armor King has, so if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe. In the meantime, have fun, play well, and I'll see you guys in the future.